start with how everything came together for Mercer to get involved in the Club World Cup this summer.
Yeah, about a year ago, Daniel Tate, who's my deputy athletic director, came to me and where he had heard about it, but he's like, I think we got an opportunity to possibly compete for a World Cup club team and possibly a World Cup team.
Yeah.
And, at the time, I get a lot of ideas thrown my way, and I'm kind of, my leadership style is like, well, run with it and let's see where it goes. And I very seldom say no. And every month that went by, it just kept getting a little further down the track. He and Gary Wheat started working hand in hand, and then about 6 months ago, we had a meeting with the mayor and Gary and Daniel at lunch, and I was like, this is gaining steam.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the big gift by the Hutchinsons, who are big Mercer supporters, that kind of really sealed the deal for us as far as the World Cup people were concerned, because now we had a world-class pitch for LA to come and participate on.
Yeah, knowing the facilities here, I've been down here for Georgia High School State Championships so many times. I've been here for men's and women's soccer. What does this kind of opportunity present for the soccer programs here at Mercer?
Yeah, in my remarks, I talked about, being a professional.
Yeah.
And, listen, we're in the business of trying to make every young athlete, male and female, be the best they can be and attain their goals. I played baseball here. My goal was to play in the big leagues. I got drafted and got hurt in the minors, but being around professional athletes, watching how they conduct themselves, because really and truly it's a job to them. This is their profession. This is not a casual hobby. So I think everything from watching our student athletes and saying, hey, I want to be there one day, and saying, wow, that's the level of dedication and desire and work that it takes. And then I think for the city, we're going to see what it's like to host a bona fide professional team, how they conduct themselves. We've got to realize that they're probably used to a level of hospitality and a certain way of doing things. So we've got to elevate our game. And the way I view it is, it's just like stress. Everything you go through prepares you for the next one. So we're going to prepare for this one. We're going to knock it out of the park. And then when the next one comes along, we're just a little more prepared to tackle that.
Being part of an international event, hosting LA this summer, next summer with being a base camp for the World Cup, what does that do for Mercer on the world stage and hopefully recruiting to grow the university?
Yeah, you're just always looking for name ID.
Yeah.
From my political days, I tell people being athletic director at Mercer is like running fourth for governor. You're just trying to get your name out.
Yeah.
You're constantly saying, hey, here, I'm raising my hand. Here we are. Pay attention to us. Come down and see what we've got to offer. I mean, you see what we've got.
Yeah.
I think they're first-class, world-class
Outstanding.
facilities. But the battle is always getting other people to see it.
Yeah.
So now with this, maybe people drive down from Atlanta.
Yeah.
They want to see what Macon's got to do. They want to swing by the campus. That's what I think is going to take us to the next level. And listen, it's going to be a feather in the cap for the two soccer coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you? I mean, it just gives you street cred.
Yeah.
I'm just firm believer.
And two soccer coaches who've been here for a long time have helped really keep Mercer on the map in the SoCon and in local circles with a lot of local players who come here and play.
Oh yeah, camps.
Yep.
I call Tony Mr. Camp.
Yes,
every time
that's
I
right.
turn around, he's doing a camp. But listen, they've had some great success.
Yeah.
And listen, up until this moment where we're going to be able to do a quantum leap for them, they've been grinding away in the trenches and have really been successful. And this exciting opportunity to kind of take them on a quantum leap and let's go see what the future holds.
Yeah, now they get a world-class pitch to play on and train on. Pretty good.
I just took my shoes off yesterday and walked on it. I didn't really realize how bad I was until I saw this.
It's amazing. It's a really cool day for Mercer. Thank you for taking some time.
Thank you so much.